Hello everyone! Welcome to this week's Try Movie Marathon. This week, the central theme is horror. The following three movies all have different takes on horror in terms of how they make you feel scared. The first movie on this week's marathon is the 2015 movie Circle. Circle is a story about 50 strangers who must decide between them who lives and who dies, as they all wind up stuck in the same mysterious room. Circle winds up as a 7 on the scale. It takes a big risk in the plot as it becomes entirely focused on the audience becoming attached to the characters themselves and how their story will turn out rather than the overall story. When it works great. But unfortunately, if you just cannot become attached to any of the characters, despite the major roster of them, you will be bored by this movie right away. But I think it is a great take on horror. It's something different, something unique, and I think it's worth it to watch at least once. Next up on the list we have Brightburn. Brightburn is a movie about a boy who crashes on Earth from a meteor in space. It's a familiar story we have all heard before, but this time with a sinister twist. Brightburn earns itself a 7 on the scale. It's an enjoyable movie. I really enjoyed the core concept of the story, and I would actually like to see it expanded more in a sequel, if we ever do get one, who knows. In terms of everything else, though, it does everything pretty well, but nothing amazing or breathtaking or a breakthrough in film. It's just an enjoyable movie, one that I can easily see myself rewatching again. Ending this week's Try Movie Marathon, we have The Ritual. The Ritual is about a group of friends who take a trip out to a forest, and things go wrong when they decide to take a shortcut back home in the middle of the night. The Ritual has become one of my favorite movies of all time. It is such an amazing movie, and whether it's the story, the lighting, just the overall atmosphere as you kind of feel in the forest with the characters at times, with how they portray certain scenes. It is amazing in my opinion. It is a movie I will recommend to anyone, even if they aren't into horror movies, and that is why The Ritual gets a 10 on that scale. Thank you for watching this week's Try Movie Marathon. Next week's theme is pure action.